video. Today's video, we taking the greatest small forwards of all time and putting them on one team. Put them on 15-16 Cavaliers because you got the boy LeBron James and he had the greatest comeback in NBA history, so I got to put him on 15-16 Cavaliers. Now, before I get started, it's going to be some people that's not going to be on this list that maybe should have been on this team. I use different outlets, my own opinion as well. So first, I'm saying this right straight up, not putting Chris Mullin on there. Look through the stats, look through some articles on Bleacher Report, Hoops Hype, ESPN. Yes, he's considered one of the greatest shooters of all time. He was on the Dream Team, but he only had, 5 All-Stars, made an All-NBA team, I think 3 times. His stats and his numbers just didn't include, didn't match up with some of the other players, so I couldn't put him on the list. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the greatest players of all time. A lot of lists you're going to see him in top 10, top 15 greatest small forwards of all time. But I just couldn't do it, put him over some of these other players. Another player I think I didn't put on there was Adrian Dantley. I wanted to put him so bad. But I'll read some articles from back in the patio saying he was a ball hog. He wasn't a good team player. He got traded from the Detroit team because they said they couldn't win with him. You know, he won a championship with them. Then he got traded in the following year. But he was a little bit older by then. So I seen some bad articles about him saying so I didn't really want to put him on the list, but he was an amazing player, averaged 30, I think 3 times in a row. He was a great hooper. He just could never get over that hump. But I'm not really putting that past him for getting over the hump because this is more individual and team, but mostly individual accolades. But he was a great player, and I couldn't put him on here. Another one was Bernard King. Another one, I just couldn't do it. And I don't care about his highest rating. I think it was like an 89 on 2K, but I'm not worried about his rating. Another one, his accolades was very similar to some players. It's just some of these players have more accolades than he do, so I could put him on there. One of the greatest scorers of all times. I really wanted to put him on here, but I just really couldn't put him over. I couldn't put him over some of these guys, and I believe that was it. It may have been 1 or 2 other ones I can't think off the top of my head. We got some current players like Jason Tatum, of course. Just eventually he will be on this list, but as of right now, he's not. There's gonna be some current players on there that you may think that shouldn't be on there, but I want your opinion below. Let me know if y'all think who y'all should have had on there, who shouldn't have, and I'm open to any suggestions. And don't forget to put any other type videos down in the comment section below. So boom, let's get it out. Start first with LeBron James, the greatest small forward of all time, Mr. King. What else can you say about this man? You gonna see the highlights. This man is a demon. You go look at some of the stats, man. Career stat. That was the year before last. We won what? The 22, 23 year. Just averaged 25 just about every single year. His career, it has been every single year. His career was out his first year. Missed a double. He gonna give you 7 to 8 rebounds. He gonna give you the assist, the steal. Always average above a steal a game, which is incredible. Just he gonna get blocks. He gonna get rebounds. One of the greatest goal percentage shooters of all time. 3-point shooting ain't always been there, but that doesn't matter. Free throw ain't always been there. The playmaking, the passes. There's no too much I can say about LeBron. Move on. Everyone know who LeBron is. Next, we got Kevin Durant. Durant was one of the greatest scorers of all time, and I feel like he still is one of the most underappreciated scorers of all time. I know he say 6'9", he's 6'10", 6'11", scorer that can play make, shoot the ball, rebound, block, and he's gotten better defensively. Seems like as the years is going on in the league. And he's still 34 right at 34, 35, still hooping. Just an amazing. That man shot 45% from 3 in 1 year. Like, this man is a freaking hooper, and I feel like he's still one of the most underappreciated athletes of all time. Not even just basketball, of all time, just because switching teams, things of that nature. But he loved the game. That's what he does. Next, we have Hondo, John Havlicek, Mr. Six Man. I know a lot of people I don't know about Hondo, but I read Bill Simmons. I read his book. Went on his book, read his part of John Havlicek, listened to podcasts. He was like that 6 man that could do it all: shoot, pass, rebound, play hard, play good defense. And his ability, he's like one of the first true 6 man. Now, his stats may not pop off until about right here. He averaged 28, 27. He came more of a main option because some people tired from the older Celtics teams, but he was that dude, and he was like, imagine Lou Will Thomas cranked up to 3. Like, that's how good John Havlicek was. Next, we have James Worthy. I didn't really want to put James Worthy on this list just because I feel like you can use him and John Havlicek, for example. Havlicek had a lot of great talent around him, but he still was a 20-plus per game scorer, a good rebounder, a good assist man. I know all the stats ain't going to show up on here because they didn't track the stats back then, but he was still a solid all-around player. A lot of times I see about James Worthy is he really just had a great, and his stats don't really stand out to you. Yes, he was a good rebounder, good defender, wasn't really that great of a shooter. Field goal percentage is pretty nice, though. His low to high 50s is still pretty good. But his prime from 85 to about 91, that's not that long. That's not a lot of longevity. But a lot of people remember him clutch shots. Now, this is one player I wouldn't mind putting off the list for Adrian Denley, Chris Mullin type player, even somebody new. But he was a 3-time champion, 7-time All-Star. I think Chris Mullin's like a 5-time All-Star, like I mentioned earlier, 2-time third-team All-NBA. So his like accolades not really crazy, but the impact he left on the game was tremendous. Elgin Baylor, who's gonna be my center, as y'all see about our positions, had to change up. Like LeBron gonna be point guard, KD got him in small forward, shooting guard, Havlicek shooting guard, small forward. James Worthy and Elgin Baylor, my center, because they had like the highest rebound, ratio, interior defense, all that stuff. Elgin Baylor, 1-time champion, 11-time All-Star, 10-time first-team All-NBA, 1-time Rookie of the Year. Injuries cut his career kind of short. He was like the LeBron of his era. Dude was a demon. That man, 24, 29. Like that man averaging double easily. But his career is weird. That rebound stopped getting tracked around this time, but tracked around that time is kind of weird. But dude was a demon. Injuries and can never get over that hump. Next, Kawhi Leonard had one of the greatest playoff runs of all time. I think this is the Toronto Raptors version. One of the greatest playoff runs of all time. I don't care what nobody say. I know his stats don't. Like another one, his stats probably his prime has been all over the place because he's been hurt. But we know when he's there, he is one of the greatest small forwards of all time, greatest playoff run, one of the greatest defenders of all time. His accolades speak for their freaking self. It's just 2-time NBA champion, 5-time. I know he only 5-time All-Star, but 3-time first-team All-NBA. That's what he got over Chris Mullin. Some of the other guys we didn't make the list. 2-time second-team All-NBA, 2-time DPOY, and 3-time first-team All-Defense. That's what's going to put him and somebody else on his list over a bunch of other players at defense, which I tremendously hold that in a very high standard to make all defensive team. Next, we have Rick Barry, one of the greatest players of all time. Definitely one of his during his era, during the 60s and the 70s. NBA champion, All-Star, 8-time All-Star, 5-time first-team All-NBA, 1-time second-team All-NBA, 1-time Rookie of the Year, 1-time team All-Rookie. He was a shooter. He had the weird jump shot. That man had the hair flowing when he went up with the ball. One of the best players of all time. I feel like he not talked about enough. He had a super high rebound too. Melo, we had to put Melo on here. One of the greatest scorers of all time. One of the most controversial players of all time. But Melo, if you know Melo in his prime when he was with Denver, not when he was in New York, but when he was in Denver, he could dunk on you, shoot on you, pass, his playmate. I mean, he wasn't a great passer, but he had a little bag on him, man. Melo, one of my favorite players of all time. AI. That around that era was one of the best times of basketball. You had Kobe, you had him going against Kobe. You had the Houston Rockets, man. You had a lot of good team out the West. And Melo, I always took a back step to LeBron, but before KD came in, he was considered second best small forward in the NBA. And when KD came, he was still battling with KD. He had a couple scoring titles as well. Next, we have Scottie Pippin, if not the greatest defenders of all time, if not the greatest defender of all time. Stats, just like he don't have crazy stats, but that defense ability that they have. And then when Michael retired for the year, he showed what he could do. He showed out to show up. Scottie Pippin. Now I know a lot of people like to talk about him, but Scottie Pippen, one of the greatest players of all time. Larry the Legend. What else can I say? He's gonna be my backup point guard because Larry's one of the most underrated passers, probably the most underrated passers of all time. He's one of the. If you watch his highlights, his passing highlights, his ability, he had eyes in the back of his head, the touch pass, the laydown passes, the outlet passes. Larry Bird is one of the most underrated passers of all time. We don't have to talk about the shoot. We don't talk about the defense, the rebounding. Larry was that dude. His IQ, him, KG, LeBron, Magic, Steve Nash, probably like the highest. Bill Russell, like one of the highest IQ players I have ever seen play basketball. Just go watch some of these. Man, crazy. Julius Dr. J. Irvin really transitioned NBA. Just made it to what it is today. Brought the flair, the flamboyancy of the NBA to the NBA from the ABA. Man was just a demon. He was a pioneer of the game of basketball that few players have ever been able to live to. The Bill Russell, the LeBrons, the Michael Jordans, the Steph Currys. I mean, they really he really started. And he got Kareem's, things of that nature. But he started the flair, the ability to have players say a name. You know what I'm saying? He brought energy and effort and views to watching the NBA from the ABA. Next, we have Paul Pierce, the truth. Now, I know a lot of people talk about him because he's talking about he better than D-Wade, but when Paul Pierce was that dude, Paul Pierce was that freaking dude. Dude was giving you consistent 22 to 27 points a game. Easy, good field goal percentage. Field goal percentage was kind of low, but he played in the era with defense. You know what I'm saying? It was a slow-paced game, but one of the greatest shooters of all time. I don't think really people I could realize good shooter he was definitely later on in his career. I think he's like top 12 in three-point mace of all time. He might be top 8 from what I believe. Next, we got Dominque Wilkins. Got him at center as well. Dominque, who human highlight film, one of the greatest dunker, one of the best mid-range shooters as well that a lot of people don't, and a good offensive rebounder too. I think he was like top 5 offensive rebounds for forwards, small forwards at that. One just an amazing player, good commentator as well. 9-time All-Star, third team All-NBA 2 times, first team All-Team Rookie, first team All-NBA 1, second team because he was bad with Larry Bird. Of course, got a lot of first team, but he got a lot of second team and third teams though. Paul George. Now this is the name people gonna hate on. Now, George Gervin was another one too, but he played most of his years as shooting guard. That's why I put him on. Now, Paul George, I didn't really know what to put him because he has played a lot of the years as the Clippers as shooting guard. But with OKC was small forward, and with the Pacers after Danny Granger left, he was basically small forward because he had Lance playing the 2. They had Lance, Evan Turner, things of that nature. But look at him, man. The resume speaks for itself. I think he's an 8-time All-Star now, but 7-time All-Star. First team All-NBA 1 time, third team All-NBA 5 times, first team All-Defense twice, second team All-Defense twice, most improved player. And he has had some MVP votes as well. That one year he was playing with OKC, he averaged like 28 points per game, 27.4 points per game. I know his playoff stats aren't the best. I know he struggles in the playoff, but when he was with Indiana, he led that team. He basically took over. If he never got hurt that one year he got hurt, his stats probably be a lot better. But hey, it's like he won a few players I've ever seen come back. But I feel like his two-way ability has really grown, and I feel like it's really slept on how good of a two-way player he really definitely, like when he was in his prime, how good of a two-way player he was. But even now his mid-range score, you can't speed him up. I definitely feel like Paul George top 15 small forward of all time. Next we have Alex English. Now, I wanted to put, I ain't gonna lie, I really wanted to put Jimmy Butler here. I really did, but I look at these stats from Alex English, oh my God, that's just disgusting. And I read a lot of articles, he was a great one, considered one of the best scorers of his time. Even though he played in an era where hot scoring was just high, you had a lot of people averaging above like 20, 25 points per game. And his stats is just, you don't see the all-defense team, so that's why I sleep. But 8-time All-Star, second team All-NBA 2 or 3 times. I wanted to put Jimmy here. Maybe Jimmy get one more deep playoff run like he did when he was in the bubble, and like the year before last, when they went to the finals. Hell, even last year he had a good playoff run in that last game. So I don't know if Jimmy have another good playoff. I might have to put Jimmy here. So Jimmy, I definitely consider putting here. Like I mentioned earlier, Jason Tatum, Bernard King, Chris Mullin, Adrian Dantley. We got a lot of good. Larry Nance Sr. Nah, I don't really think I could put him here. But there's a lot of other players you could put it here. So George Gervin, I more consider shooting guard. Vince Carter more of a shooting guard, things of that nature. But so that is the team. Go look at the starting line. Change things around. LeBron, John Havlicek. I'm gonna bring John Havlicek off the bench just because he was known more for coming off the bench. Who was the other shooting guard? Carmelo. So we're gonna bring in Carmelo, switch them around, and just put both of them. Just bring their minutes. Put his minutes down to 20. Put Carmelo minutes up to 18. That's fine. Just so you know what I'm saying, because John Havlicek was like one of the greatest 6 men, if not the greatest 6 man of all time. I mean, you got Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford. So I don't know, maybe not. But we're gonna bring him off the bench. That's the role he played in real life for the majority of his career. And we lost the first game to the Bucks. How did we lose the first game? That doesn't even make sense. How do we lose a game? How does the team lose a game? I mean, the Bucks is a good team, but on 2K, they always had them, you know what I'm saying? They don't really have them that great. But I bet a good team only lose like 2 games. Maybe 2 games, if that. Not really. But let me know, man. I really think small forward may be the best position of all time. But like the versatility-wise, I think just stars, it's probably centers, like just statistics-wise, just because there's some big guys, and that's once they find the big guys, because you got David Robinson, Shaq, Kareem, Will, Bill, you got Jokic and Embiid who's coming up. You got a lot of great centers of all time, but small forward is probably like the most versatile position of all. You got dudes from 6'2", you got dudes from 6'3", 6'4", all the way up to 7 foot in KD, and they can play multiple positions. They can play from center to point guard. So I feel like being a small forward, even Grant Hill, something like Grant Hill could have maybe been here if his career would have lasted longer. But that's probably the most versatile position in NBA history. Maybe point guard now, but how many point guard really play center besides Magic Johnson? So, you know what I'm saying? So I really feel like small forward is the greatest position to ever touch basketball. It has to be. I mean, you can probably put power forward on there, but a lot of power forwards that maybe more versatile have more. Basically started out as small forward. They moved their up weights to power forward. They had to play power forward. So let's go look at the All-Star teams and see what's going on. Season awards. Why do I always do that? we shouldn't have any All-Stars. KD made an All-Star team. How did KD make an All-Star team? That's crazy. This team has, I got on 13-man rotation. He's still averaging 16, 3, and 4. Basically almost a steal a game, a block a game. 50, 30, 87 is just crazy. Look at Jimmy. Jimmy, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I might have to put Jimmy. Look at Jimmy player card right quick. 7-time All-Star, 4-time third team All-NBA, 5-time second team All-Defense, and most improved. I feel like you can probably put Jimmy up here, and he has some MVP votes as well. We got LeBron up here. LeBron is up here as well. That's just crazy. He averaging 14, 4, and 6, 50, 40, 77. Elgin Baylor is here averaging 7 rebounds a game, 16, 7, and 5, 59, 43, 84. Scottie is here as well, 10, 5, and 6. That's when I'm finna probably put the rotation down as well so people can, you know what I'm saying, their stats can get a little bit better. LeBron leading point. Oh, KD leading point. Devin's rebounds probably gonna be Elgin Baylor. Yeah, Scottie close second, not close second. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players average above 10 points a game. These were averaging 16 minutes a game. Larry's averaging 10, 17, 14 minutes a game. Rick Barry averaging 10 on 56% shooting. Anybody shooting below 40%? Kawhi Leonard shooting 46%. That is surprising. Everybody else shooting above 50% easily. That's crazy. So it's probably LeBron or Larry. LeBron is actually, it's crazy. LeBron had like the third highest pass accuracy. I think the Jules Irvin was above him, which is weird. Steals, Scottie Pippin, Elgin Baylor, and John Havlicek. Blocks, Elgin Baylor and KD. They probably, I ain't put KD at center because he didn't have he had like a 30-some offensive rebound, which is crazy low. James Worthy leading in field goal percentage. 3-point percentage is Dominque Wilkins, surprisingly, because he don't shoot a lot of threes. KD probably do for real 50%, just amazing on 4 threes a game. Yeah, this team is crazy. Points allowed, only one person allowed above 11 points is LeBron. Surprising, you know, he's at point guard. He should be dominated at point guard. So let's put the rotation down. We're gonna put the rotation down to a 10-man rotation. LeBron, just for some reason, they don't want to start LeBron, which I don't understand. John Havlicek, you can start. Kawhi isn't starting over KD. That's definitely not happening. So we're going to put his minutes down to 24. Put that up to 27. Rick Barry. Do I want to start Rick Barry? I may start Rick Barry. Whoa, why is Larry Bird not playing? I mean, should we start Rick Barry over Scottie? I mean, Scottie hooping too, but Rick Barry is hooping too. And we can't, that's our backup point guard. So somebody got to sit. Power forward, center, shooting guard, point guard, center, small forward, shooting guard, point guard, small forward. Kawhi may, I'm sorry, Kawhi. You are shooting the worst on the team, so I'm sorry, Kawhi. We gotta put Larry Legend here. We can't not have Larry Legend on the team, not getting minutes. Paul Pierce, Kawhi, Dominique, Paul George, Allen English. Sorry about you fellas, but I just can't not have Larry Legend not playing. That just can't work. Trade deadline, you'll make some offers. Why we want to trade anybody on this amazing team? I wish they simulation was. We lost to the Knicks. Okay, we lost to the freaking Knicks somehow. Don't understand how that happens, but yeah, we lose to the Knicks. The freaking Knicks. Oh, that just blew my mind. But okay. I really expect to lose another game. I want who gonna finish with like who lead the most points, who lead the most assists, who lead the most rebounds, things of that nature. That's just weird though that we lost to the Knicks of all teams. No offense to Knicks fans, but we lost to the freaking Knicks. Luka win MVP, Ricky Yo, Walker Kessler, Ben Simmons wins 6th man of the year. DPOY win Giannis, Alfred Şengün most improved, coach of the year Tyronn Lue at 80-2. I'm 1,000% sure we don't have anybody up here. Correct. Maybe find all defense team? Nope. Why Draymond don't have a picture? That's weird. Oh, that's very weird. Okay, we don't have nobody for all defense teams. Thought we'd have somebody up there. Let's look at our team stats. That's crazy. We had 137 points per game. That's gotta be a record. Points allowed, only 102 points allowed. That's insane. I think I had 37 one time though. 51 field goals made. Field goals attempted we had the best field goal percentage by a good margin. 3-pointers, we had the best 3-point percentage, but we didn't have the most made. Yeah, we didn't have the most made. Probably middle of the pack. Most free throws made. Second best free throw percentage, but we had a lot more free throws. Imagine, right. Just 76 is what you expect. most offensive rebounds, most defensive rebounds, best defensive rebound precision, most rebounds, which is weird because we don't have a real center. That's why I say small forward is the best position in NBA history. We had so many more assists. That is just crazy. Most steals. Oh, right there with the Bulls though. Most blocks. Least amount of turnovers, I'm guessing. No, we did basically almost the least amount. Points off turnover, we was third. Points in the paint. Middle of the pack. Bench points. 65 is crazy. 47%. Opponent field goal made, just crazy. Opponent field goal percentage, crazy. Yeah, this team is disgusting, man. This team is disgusting. Let's look at the stats one more time. Player stats. KD still led the way, barely edging out Elgin Baylor. Rebound still was Elgin. A lot of people added about 4 rebounds. LeBron still easy led in assist steals. Elgin, Scottie, and John Havlicek. Blocks still crazy. Okay, let's go to see who gave it the most points. Best plus minus was LeBron. Worst plus minus was Dominque Wilkins and Paul Pierce. I mean, they barely played. So, oh, dang, KD. You got all the way up to 10.6, KD. Who had LeBron? Not surprising. Kawhi, yeah, James Worthy. He came down a lot to 39%. John Havlicek, 39%. Yeah, I couldn't give Kawhi no more minutes, man. Kawhi minutes had to go away. It had to. I'm sorry, Kawhi. They still don't want to start LeBron. We're going down to a 9-man rotation. LeBron is still starting. I don't understand why they keep trying to not start LeBron, Rick Barry, James Worthy. Was he my starting center before? I don't think it was. Elgin Baylor should be the starting center. Well, if that's what they want to do, they'll have it like that. Kawhi should not be getting minutes. I'm sorry, Kawhi. Love you in real life, but we got to get these minutes to Larry the Legend. I feel like Scottie should be getting more minutes with the stats he putting up. But who would you give minutes? Can't put him over Julius or Irvin, who's going stupid. Can't put him over Elgin Baylor because he leads team in rebounds. Melo maybe, but Melo is hooping as well. That's our shooter, and can't put him over Larry Bird. We got to keep it as a 10-man rotation. We just have to. We got to get these minutes around. We got to spread these minutes around. Somebody got to get a little bit less minutes. Sorry, Julius. Scottie is a hooper. I got to put my head all the way down so I can see. We got to give Scottie some more minutes. First round, we are going against Milwaukee, who we lost to. Blow these boys out. Simulate through game. We take the lead 4-0. Simulate for the second round. We're going against Cleveland. Who did they make any trades? Let's see if they made any trades. Let me see that. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. Nope, they didn't really make any big-time trade that changed the lineup of their future. Simulate through game. We take game 1, 127-115. Hey, man, I don't think none of these games really finna be close. We just gonna wait till we get to final, honestly and truly. Going against Boston. Hey, now Boston still got a matchup that can. Why is Marcus Smart not guarding? Why is Gallinari starting over? Okay. All right, never mind. This is going to be easy because they don't want to start Marcus Smart. Y'all better start Marcus Smart because this ain't even going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't even going to be close. All right, we're in the final versus the Pelicans. LeBron averaged 25 and 8. That took on the Eastern Conference MVP. Simulate through game. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. All right, I want to see a little bit. I want to see these boys hoop a little bit. Nah, we got to change uniform. I don't want these uniforms on. You know, we got to put them babies on. One of the best looking uniforms of all time. Easily. All right, who we got? We got James Worthy. Okay, James Worthy tip off. All right, I don't really want to play with James Worthy. I'll be honest with you. Really don't want to play with James Worthy. Elgin Baylor. I'm sorry. I like you, Barry, but I want to bring in, I'm not even paying attention. I'm trying to do my substitution. We out there. I got this thing in my way, so I can't even really see KD. Rick Barry. Let's bring in Scottie. I want to see Scottie. I don't play with Scottie. I really want to play with Larry Bird, too. Pick and roll. Oh, yeah. Now that's just too easy, coach. I don't play with Larry, too. Hold on. Where Larry at? Larry. Hold on. I'm trying to do my substitution, bro. Wait, bro. Y'all cheating. Hold on, bro. Y'all cheating, bro. All right. No, let's do this. Larry Bird at the 2. James Worthy, love you in real life, but Elgin Baylor is going to be here. You got to bring in Scottie, and you got to bring in Melo. Ooh, you can't even bring in Scottie. I'm sorry, Scottie. I can bring in Scottie. I'll put Scottie in at the 4. I mean, I want to play with Julius Irvin too, but I really play with this lineup any day of the week. Somehow, I really bring in this lineup. I'm sorry. This lineup just seems like it's more fun to play with. It just seems like it. But I know they got like top 5 small forwards all the time lineup. It'd probably be LeBron, Larry, KD. Julius Irvin. I don't know. Honestly and truly. Then Hondo maybe. Oh, give back. Who is this, Jack? Who is this? Is this Dyson Daniels? Is this Dyson Daniels? Oh yeah, Dyson. Green. Ugh. That was open still? That's crazy. That's Dyson Daniels? Oh my god. Most loved probably would be Carmelo. It depends on your age group and who you grew up watching. Oh shoot. Hold on. Ah, we there. Get that board. Give it back up. Give it to Scottie. Point forward. Well, point center right now. He felt slow. I don't know what. Who's this over here? KD on BI. They was like, this is baby KD. Baby KD getting put in a post by real KD. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's let them boys who finna watch them boys play for a little minute. Watch them boys play. Let's see what's going on. CJ brings the ball up the court, guarded by LeBron. LeBron saying, this is me. Y'all ain't got to do no. Don't worry about it. I wonder if I put the game speed up. You put the game speed up? I don't think so. I don't think you can. No, it's great. It's cool. All right. Brandon Ingram got the ball going against Carmelo. Carmelo finna lock that up easily. Carmelo saying this clamp. Don't worry about it. Look at the braids. Look at the fat headband he got on his head. Look at the accessories. KD, nah. Dyson Daniels for some reason that's shooting guard. I don't understand that because that's locked up. Pass that up. Ooh, Scottie bring the ball to the court. One man fast break. Scottie see LeBron on the cut. LeBron slams it down. From an LBJ. Brandon Ingram in down the ball to CJ McCollum. CJ, don't really care about what you're doing because we finna simcast the rest of this game. I'm simcast unless it's a blowout. I mean, it is a blowout. I was trying to simcast to the fourth quarter and see like what the boys gonna do in the fourth. We're gonna jump back in. So they got LeBron. Is that Scottie? No, that's Elgin Baylor, Rick Barry, KD, and John Havlicek. They still got their starters in. This is really a blowout, 122-94. Zion goes up. Zion trying to force his weight on Rick Barry, and he made it on 74% contest. Too easy. John Havlicek is that shooting guard, brings the ball to the court, not LeBron. I'll put LeBron in the post. I'll run Rick Barry off screens. I'll run James Worthy off screen. Good screen for LeBron. He missed the mess out of that early. Good board for Jonas Valanciunas. Dyson Daniels. I'm really weird that Dyson Daniels in the game. Dyson Daniels bring the ball up the court, not Herb Jones or Marshall or anybody else. What's the other boy name? I forgot the other dude name. KD, they might have traded him. KD locked that up with a foul on Brandon Ingram. 8 minutes left to go. Don't want to see no foul shots, to be honest with you. Just to be honest with you, I didn't want to see foul shots. It's 129-99. This is just, I love the uniform. So I got to give me a LeBron jersey on one of these uniforms, or Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, somebody, Evan Mobley. I need an Evan Mobley jersey. James Worthy got the ball, passes back to LeBron. LeBron is looking for John Havlicek off the down screen. John Havlicek for three. Bang, 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 bang. Hondo. CJ brings the ball to the court versus LeBron. For some reason, Larry Bird isn't getting any minutes. I want to see Larry at the point guard as well. I'm tired of seeing LeBron. KD again trying to take our drill by Brandon Ingram. KD said, get that out of him. And it's and one. All right. That's it, man. Let's simulate the rest of this game. 143-115. Your Cleveland Cavaliers take. So this is what happened. The greatest small forwards of all time play on the same team. James Worthy lead the way with 27-10-5. KD with 25-6. Havlicek with 17-12. Julius Irvin, 17-4-8. Everyone shot very efficiently. Should have gave some of these boys down here some minutes, but it's all good. Hey, man, tap in for more. All right.